Yeah, both teams taking a lot of time. A lot
I'd
of
actually
reserve
like.
time.
I'd actually like to see something like a Disruptor Naga. Oh, they get Grim. Ooh. Okay, so I think Grimshock obviously is on the up and up at the moment. This hero seems really strong. You have the Ink Sword to work with the Tiny, and I'm thinking about maybe they're thinking about like picking Slark again or something in the next pick, and then like the Grimshock enables that hero so much. It could be something like Ursa as well. I think he's really good. Even, yeah, sure. Or like I think something like Ember could be fun. What other safe laners are there? I mean, any melee hero. I mean, Ricky, for example, is pretty good as well. Even Weaver is pretty funny with the ink swell on top. Jug is another one. Like, there's so many different heroes. Ooh.
So that Chen getting picked up every now and then.
That's cool. So it's going to be Chen 5, Clock 4, I would assume, so Clock for B. I wonder why they feel like the Chen is strong here specifically. Like, it's really good at protecting the TV in lane because you have the Chen creeps running around and whatnot, like trying to secure the lane. But then... Oh god. Feels very much like game 1 with the magic damage, doesn't it, for the TB? Like, look at these 4 heroes.
Jeez. How does
They
the
need
TV
some...
survive here?
Yeah, it's a good clockwork game, though, I will say. Like, it's a natural vessel builder as well. They might decide to put it past 3 here. Just because he's playing against all these, like, low mobility heroes. Yeah, it's like a perfect game for a clock orchid rush as well.
See what Linger go for. I think it's what 4 or 5 on the Chen and Clockwork. Void Spirit picked up. See if that ends up in the off lane or mid.
Yeah, I like the Void Spirit pick as well. Actually, it's pretty good. The lane against the Necro, if they put like the Necro mid or something like, or switch up, might be a little bit difficult. But I think against Zeus, like, which is what you would assume it should be, I think they should both farm. Like they both just chill out, both just push out the waves with their spells. Get their items online. Good Pugna ban from Blaze. Absolutely destroys their lineup. Looking back at it, actually, why didn't Linger pick that instead of the Void Spirit?
10 seconds remaining.
Not a lot of time to go after this last pick either.
Yeah, they're banning out these heroes that work really well with the Inkswell now. These safe laners. I still think something like Jug would be pretty good here. Oh, sorry, it got banned, didn't it? Okay. I still think Ricky looks really good. It's a little bit iffy against the TB in like a core-to-core matchup, but I think for the game overall it looks strong. Like the Smoke Cloud makes Void Spirit's game really hard as well.
Ban the Pugna, ban the Veno.
I really want to see them put this Clock 3 and pick like some poke hero with catch as their 4. Like even something like Rubik or Morana's okay. Like Lion or something would be nice too, I think. Ooh.
Shadow Demon.
That's a really good pick. It could be Shadow Demon 3 as well. It doesn't have to be Clock 3 here. The purge from the Shadow Demon ult is so good against Necrophos. It's really good against the Inkswell target as well. It works really well with the Terror Blade. I love this lineup actually. This is really strong.
5 seconds remaining.
I think this is the best lineup around a TV we've seen so far because you have 2 saves as well. You have the Shadow Demon Disruption, but you also have the Chen heal.
The question is it enough? Is the best TB lineup enough? Just seeing these TBs get absolutely wrecked.
I mean, my only worry is they don't have great gap close for the Zeus. Like, it's up to the Void Spirit and the Clockwork between them for somebody to get on top of him. But, oh. Okay. Their lineup's really greedy. Like, this Necro Zoo Spectre all need a little bit of time to come online. And this, like, tiny forward doesn't do a huge amount until he gets his blink. Like, he can still make kills happen around the map, but when his blink comes up, that's the big moment, right? I don't like this. And they've put the clock as the 3. This is really good.
So that puts Chen 4?
No, it's
No,
either
Chen 5.
Chen 5, Shadow Demon 4. So
He's
you lane the
paying
clock
the
with the
Rubik.
Shadow Demon.
Right.
Like, all the poke damage in this lane is so good though from the clock and the Shadow Demon. It's really strong because like they might not ever be able to like massively kill the Spectre, but unless he like makes a silly play. But I think they have good ways of sustaining in the lane. If they ever get some side pulls off, that lane feels really good for Linga. But I still prefer this Linga lineup, I think. Overall. You can see if the Spectre ever gets to a decent point in this game where he gets like 5 items, he's going to be the strongest here on the map, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have to accept that. And they have Spectre Zeus as well on Blaze, which is nice with the global potential. They have the Ink Swell on top of the Spectre, which can then just like horn in on top of the Shadow Demon at the start of the fight. Grimstroke Tiny is a really nice combo when Tiny gets Blink as well. The Soulbind's good against Void Spirit to stop him from jumping away and using his mobility skills. So they have ways of winning the game, but I love this protection they have for the TB, and I love that they're playing Clock 3. Because I think if Clock has a really good start to this game, which he definitely can because of the lack of mobility, he could just scale and snowball out of control. Because I don't think they have great ways of dealing with him.
So we'll see if Linger can do it, or if Blaze are going to take the series. Either way, we're here at another game 3. Winner goes to 1-1, loser goes to 0-2 overall, and I mean that's pretty bad to start 0-2. Or pretty rough overall, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, it would feel awful. And they're doing the same thing as last game. They're putting the offlane as solo safe lane in the clock. He needs to make sure he doesn't get scouted out by the Tiny here, though. Jesus, that was close. And, yeah, they're going to put this tri-lane together top by the looks of it.
30 seconds to battle.
So TB there with the Chen and the Shadow Demon. Could be a very strong lane. Is it worth putting the Spectre over bottom? Yeah, it looks like they're already putting the Spectre bottom.
Yeah. They want the matchup with the Necro against the TB. That's the most important thing for them. And they're going to like take the guess because they see nobody bot here that they're probably doing the same thing as last game. Yeah, and they see the clockwork down bot now as well, so they're going to put the Spectre there.
The battle begins.
Yeah, Tiny catches a little glimpse of that. We'll spot the Clockwork. Clockwork against the Spectre should go really well for the Spec, right?
And the Tiny is watching this Clockwork potentially walk top here as well. I don't know what TB wants to do with this, but like it's going to be these 4 heroes just standing mid for a while, I think.
And Spectre doesn't even commit to the lane.
And
So
they get the
TP the Shadow Demon down. Huh. I thought they'd at least commit the Spec until the movement came in, but a bit surprising that the Spectre didn't commit, and will probably just farm this camp, right?
yeah, I actually think this is really good for the TB because if he gets a first wave of XP before the Necro gets to the lane, I actually think it's fine because like he's going to be a level ahead pretty much. And the lane's pushing in now as well. Well, actually, it's still about even, but
Not
so
sure
the
how much I
Necro's going to
like
be
this.
level 1 when the TB hits level 2. And it's honestly not awful that the Shadow Demon is now farming bot lane because it's a really good Shadow Demon game, like we said.
Yeah.
So like he's halfway to level 3 already.
Spec's
the
just
fact that
coming in at level 1.
Yeah, look, the fact this Clockwork's top and he becomes a position 4 really isn't a big deal.
We'll say this seems a little bit troublesome. All over the place here for the side-up Blaze.
Why are they not swapping the lane? Like, I guess maybe they feel like they can't because there's a Chen in the game, right?
Yeah. Or maybe waiting to make the move. Who knows? For a certain timing on it. Again, I guess they could just have the Chen bring the TB up towards top,
yeah,
and Avalanche Spectral Dagger. Look for the kill onto the Tiny, but he gets enough distance between himself and the TB.
No way B keeps going for this, surely.
Tossed him.
I think the Tiny's dead now because of that.
Denied? Oh.
Yeah, like, why didn't he just keep running and trying to dodge the shadow poisons? I get he wants to cancel the clarity, but I think he just gives his life away because of that.
Yeah, and then another clarity popped regardless, so he's gonna stick down here with enough mana to do some damage. Or do what he wants to, you know? Looking over the TB, about half health. I'm not gonna turn in anything, but it does force the TB around. Spectral Dagger Avalanche Toss, is that enough damage?
It's not like the Bat Rider Tiny, right?
Yeah.
Not quite that good,
Radiant's
unfortunately.
courier has been killed.
So at least get the Wraith Band on that courier and stop it from coming to this this TB. Meanwhile, Void Spirit over mid, 24-3. And Zeus 21-2. Beyond loses his courier up in the top lane, but he's sitting level 3 up against this Clockwork. His lane's going all right, but you know, 14-1 to 13-1.
Oh, Void Spirit manages to bottle an Arcane Rune. That's insanely good.
Yeah, if he can bottle and hold that till he's level 6. The Remnant pulls in the Zeus. It's, you know, so far so good. So far so even. I would say Spectre's having a better time than I thought she would. That's for sure.
Yeah, and the Necro's doing pretty well top as well. Like, not amazing, but Necro is this kind of hero that when you get levels, your laning becomes a lot stronger. I honestly think they should be putting the Chen with the TB down here in the bot lane, and the Shadow Demon should be top with the Clockwork. I don't really know why it's the other way around.
Mm-hmm. It's just leaving Necro to continue to farm really well.
Wouldn't that just make more sense? Because then you have the Shadow Demon to set up ready for the Battery Assault from the Clockwork. Like the Chen heal for the Chen is really nice. Sorry, the Chen heal for the TB is really nice.
It's like you've got the matchups you want, now use them.
Yeah.
No reason not to. Really doesn't make much sense as now Beyond dies, but that's of course level 6 and the Arcane Rune getting popped. So they get the kill up towards top. They'll take it the Necro who just hit level 5 before that. We'll be up in 12. Spectre though just kind of free farming.
Yeah, I mean Spectre's doing fine. Like this is really good for the Spectre. Also this Chen, that was the recall for the Void Spirit top that allowed them to get that kill on the Necro, which is really nice.
Okay.
6-minute rune spawning.
Picked up by the Tiny. Thunder God's Wrath gets the kill there on the Void Spirit. Well done to get that kill, as well as NJ. He's forced back against Beyond.
And he still has the invis on the Tiny here. So when the TB shows mid like this, I actually think he's just going to die. Like this Tiny just wraps him from behind.
Phantom's Embrace. Now they're on him. Avalanche in. TB dead. That is a massive kill for them. And now, again, just Spectre will free farm bottom while this is happening.
under
I have no idea what that TB's doing there. Like, he's level 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
He shows up mid like that. It's not like they can't see him. He's under a creep wave. And they have all this magic damage like we talked about in their heroes. With the Zeus, the Tiny, the Grimstroke. You gotta respect the damage that can come through from those heroes. Another thing worth pointing out, just in case we ever get to it, if this Shadow Demon ever gets an axe this game, the break is insanely good versus Spectre.
Yeah.
And I know it's going to be like any way off of that potentially happening, but you know, B's probably thinking, okay, well, what does my item build want to be this game? I want an Aether Lens, like that's pretty standard on Shadow Demon. But then am I just going to rush the axe? Because it feels pretty good here, so... How greedy do I think I can be?
Very?
Yeah, very.
I feel like that's always the answer, right?
Especially with how much farm power he's got in these early stages of the game. Like, his net worth is really high. He's going to TP top here. They want the Necro kill with the Shadow Demon getting level 6. It's 7.5 minutes into the game. Shadow Demon's level 6. When does this ever happen?
Yeah, hookshot comes in. Beyond in trouble. Beyond will fall. NJ and B combine for the kill.
Chris probably like, guys, why is Shadow Demon level 6? Anyone? Like,
how has this happened, guys? Please let me know.
Let me know in the comments. Share, like, subscribe.
So we're here about even. 8 minutes into the game. We haven't done this yet today. Just gotta get our chat interaction quota down. Chat. We're always here for you guys. So we're always here with the chat interaction. Type in 1 in the chat if you think Linger is gonna win the game. Type in 2 in the chat if you think Blaze is gonna win the game. Type in 3 if you'd really would rather us just stop talking to you guys. But I will say, if you type in 3, you're wasting your breath. Because we're going to keep doing chat interaction. We really do love it.
If you press 3, you're not wasting your breath, guys. It doesn't take any breath to press 3. Don't listen to him. It's fine.
Tiny getting some priority over mid. Although, how much does he like this farm priority? Avalanche toss, and a good amount of damage coming in onto the Void Spirit. Looks for the Thunder God's Wrath. Won't finish him off. Didn't do the math in his head, apparently. By the way, Spectre is just casually leading the net worth.
Yeah, like the Zeus and the Spectre are both at the top. Like, they're having a great time.
Yeah.
This is really good. And again, like I said, the Necro's still doing okay. Like, he's not doing amazing, but it's going to get to the point in this game where he has, like, Greaves, Pipe, whatever, and he's going to be really difficult to kill. So as long as he still keeps getting a decent amount of farm... Oh. Haunt goes off top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that actually sent the Spec bottom.
And now they could just push the tier 1 as well. I mean, Clock's TPing down here, but... I don't think he can find a kill. Not on the Spectre, at least. Surely not.
Hookshot? That came in. Inkswell now, but
Nice.
Cogs will push him back. They've got 3 heroes here. Beyond comes over. Does have Reaper Scythe if they could get the damage out. They'd love to get that down on the TB.
That was a very ambitious hook shot. Maybe he thought the Spectre was by himself, but even then the Spectre just daggers and runs away, I think.
I think it's just a power play.
Massive power play.
I can hookshot you. I don't miss.
You know when you do like that I'm watching you thing?
Yeah.
Like with your fingers. He's doing that to the Spectre.
And as he points outwards, hookshot just comes from his fingers.
Grimstroke's TPing top here to try and keep the tower alive, which is a nice rotation, especially with the Tiny coming in as well. He's actually level 7 on this Tiny.
Yeah, the Tiny got some solo time over mid. We'll see how quickly the Blink Dagger comes in. I feel like that's going to be so big for them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hook shot.
Mid. Spectre again in some trouble. Aether Remnant, that'll probably lock up the kill.
Really well played.
It really does seal the deal there. Avalanche toss onto this Clockwork, but it's not really doing anything. Aether Remnant
they can't
lands
dive tier
again.
2s
Zeus
like
coming
this. It's
in,
crazy.
and they need to be very careful at this point. Thunder God's Wrath is available, as well as the Reaper Scythe. Toss out. Now Zeus. Why would you throw him there? He's in so much trouble. Thunder God's Wrath comes in. Reaper Scythe doesn't do anything as they have themselves the disruption. Clockwork's just going off. Beyond in trouble. Astral step forward. They get the kill on a Beyond. They look over at Kaz. He's one shot from dead. Miscalculated by the TV.
Clockwork absolutely owned. I don't know if you saw that. When he went to the high ground, I think he popped his hood active. And then when the Necro ulted him, it didn't do any damage because he had this hood active up. And now they take the Ancient stack as well. What a turn of events, though, for Linger. That's insanely good. Now this Clockwork is so farmed. He hasn't earned as well as his hood. And he's going to go Vessel ready for that Necro. And, like, look at the Spectre Zeus's net worth now. They were doing so well. And all of a sudden, like, this TB Void Spirit just leap in front of them, and there's a 2k net worth advantage to the Radiant side. Shadow Demon's not even disassembling his Arcane Boots for Aether Lens. He's actually just building Aether Lens separately, which is pretty interesting. Was he going Yules? Oh, he's actually going Yules. I think. Or is that the... No, it's the Void Spirit's going Yules. Okay, right. Oh, no, he did mean to disassemble his Arcane Boots for things, but he accidentally bought the wrong item. Oh, dear. He just disassembled his Arcane Boots, and he's like, why is it not working? Oh, I've got 2 energy boosters.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They want this kill on the Necrodome bot with the hook shot and like the Purge from the Shadow Demon.
3k lead. I mean, he's really gotten them some breathing room. Quite a bit.
They really need this Ags on the Zeus. I love that he skipped Aether Lens on XHD
Avalanche toss, Astral Step, Inkswell, gonna pop, not gonna matter. Soulbind comes in on the 2, they get the kill on the B, but they lose the Tiny. Spectre using that Haunt, thinking about moving in. And...
oh, what a cogs.
This is really well done by this Clockwork. Aether Remnant, Ghost Shroud, doing some damage. Reaper Scythe, not enough. But eventually he will get finished off. Here comes the TV, though. Beyond needs to run. There's nowhere for him to run. He'll end up dead. Not terrible from Blaze.
Not awful. They managed to get the Clockwork kill, and they got the Shadow Demon just before, right? I think. So that was nice.
Dire's bottom tower is under
I'm tier 1 in trouble with the meta going. Got the glyph. Zeus almost has this Ags, by the way.
Yeah, and this is the whole idea that, you know, when you have Haunt up, you can make plays with the Nimbus then. When you have the Tiny Blink up, you can make plays with the Nimbus as well.
Spectre. Oh, Aether Remnant. Tiny caught. Astral Step. The Illusion. Ooh. Oh, does the damage to get the kill. God, the Illusion is doing so much damage.
It's killing the Grimstroke as well.
Yeah, and he's still got half the duration left. God.
It's so
By the way,
sad.
Zeus caught. Hook shot in. Zeus in
kill
trouble.
if they get this.
He drops down a random Nimbus, and that's it.
They would have loved to have got that kill before the Zeus got Ags, but you know, they get the kill nonetheless, which is nice. This 5k lead for the Radiant side doesn't really feel like a 5k lead though. They're definitely ahead, but it feels a little bit dangerous still.
I'm gonna try for this. Hand of God gets used. Inkswell look for the stun. Hits on the Clockwork. Has in some trouble. Spectral Dagger hits onto this Chen. Avalanche as well as the toss. They get the kill onto the Chen. Thunder God's Wrath gets used. Do they have a Nimbus anytime soon? They actually do. Get the Reaper Scythe out. There's the Nimbus, and that'll lock up the Clockwork, or at least take him out of his TP. So they're going to continue to look for this Avalanche toss. One more shot. There's the kill. K11 gets that one. And now a good fight there from Blaze.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, this 5k lead feels like a lot, but when your TP doesn't have meta, like this Nimbus is now up as well, you've got to be so like careful with these fights still. Because when they've got Spectre Zeus on the other team, you give them like an inch and they'll take a mile.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Especially the Spectre, which, like we said, you get to this like 5-6 slotted point at some point in the game. The Spectre's going to be the strongest hero on the map.
Seems like Spectre very far back behind this TV. Look at where the TV is in terms of net worth. God, almost 10k. Tiny's TV not even fast enough. That's nuts. And then they get the Yules as well as the Aether Remnant, Inkswell. But, well, he'll avoid it. They've got the double damage onto the Void Spirit. Stroke of Fate slows up a couple. Spectre's still trying to leave Nimbus down, and it looks like they'll get the Spectre out.
I can't believe he got out there. I mean, he just popped the drums, and with the Inkswell on, he was so fast. Like, on top of the Asher as well. Missing the hook shot, the big one there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright. Set up the Aether Remnant on the TP. Stroke of Fate comes through and hits onto the TV, but they're going to lose the tower regardless.
Yeah, look at this Terrorblade's net worth in comparison to everybody else. He's having a really great game.
High.
And this is why these heroes like love. This is why these teams, sorry, love picking this hero. When you get to this point in the game, if the TV's had a relatively untouched start, he farms so much quicker than nearly every other hero in the game. TV, Philosopher's Stone, buddy. Hello?
Did he not pick it up?
TB? It's in that camp. Just above the lane. No. Oh, TB. The Chen's just crying inside. Like, crying internally.
Hookshot comes in on the Nimbus. Spectre uses Haunt, but what is this leading towards? Spectre put himself in the cogs. So now you've got the Yules. Aether Remnant down. Soulbind comes through. Reaper Scythe on both.
Good save.
But they've got the disruption, so that won't get the kill. However, they're doing a lot of damage here from the side of Blaze. Good Resonant Pulse. Spectre and both the Necro are getting low. They'll take at the clock. If they look at the Shadow Demon, they've got a second, maybe a third. Chen falls. Blaze come out ahead again. But
they need to be
while
fighting.
TB is farming.
They need to be fighting with their TB. He's the strongest hero on the map right now, even without meta, I think.
By a mile.
Or if they don't want to fight with the without meta, then stop fighting. Like, just chill out for a while, right? Also, he definitely didn't pick up the stone. It's still there, and it's really triggering me. This Chen is... I'm surprised the Chen isn't looking at the shop and being like, guys, where's our Philosopher's Stone? Or, like, even Shadow Demon, for example, because we've talked about how good this, like, item is for... So the Ags on the Shadow Demon, right? He's probably like, oh, I wish I had the stone. I'd love my Ags, like, a quicker time than normal.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great. I also don't like that he's maxed Soul Catcher before Disruption. I think the 4-1-4 build this game is so much better because they need the cooldown as much as possible.
Coin for me.
You know, the Philosopher's Stone is there. I made this joke the other day, but I'll make it again. I don't think Edward Elric would let a Philosopher's Stone just sit there.
Oh, no.
I feel like, how could you? The sacrifice is needed to make one of those.
I can't wait for somebody to go and farm that camps now. Like, if the Radiant side do it especially, and they're like, oh my god, our stone's on the floor.
Nimbus down spots them going for Roche. TP's coming in. They have Haunt in 24 seconds, but it looks like Roche will be taken beforehand. The question is, can they try to defend against this? TPs and the rotations are a little bit slow. Aether Remnant eaten. There's the Thunder God's Wrath. Good cogs. Tiny, though. He's got the Blink Avalanche toss. Roche ain't low enough. Now the Sunder comes in, but it's on a Sunder on Tiny, who's really already low. Soulbind on the 2. They're doing a lot of damage onto the Void Spirit, but Beyond loses his life before he's able to get a Reaper Scythe off. And he just into the hands of Terrorblade. Now Blink. Oh, no, TB. It will not be killed off there by the Tiny. It's a bad Blink by Tiny.
That fight was so weird because they saw them in the pit, right? Like they saw how low the Roche was, and the Tiny blinked in way too early. And unfortunately
Now,
for him,
Grim might be dead.
oh, he's fine with the Nimbus down. And Void Spirit's about to get Ags here as well, which makes the game really interesting because now the Grimstroke and like the Zeus on the background especially have to be really careful. If they ever get caught by the silence, they're basically just out of the fight for that duration. This Grimstroke skill build as well, what is this?
Lack of Stroke of Fate there.
But why do they feel like the 4th point in the Phantom's Embrace is just better than the Stroke of Fate? I guess the cooldown goes down, which is nice. But the Stroke of Fate is like your main damage, right? Just push that away. I guess they don't need the wave clear or anything, though. Maybe this is okay. Look at this clock, ready to break
in a great
smokes.
position. Smoke gets broken though. Avalanche toss Nimbus as the Inkswell pops. Reaper Scythe is in 71 seconds. Oi, that's a long time.
Oh, he didn't want to play Dota anyway. It's fine.
Spectre, where are you in terms of farm? Going back for the defusal. I mean, they're trying, that's for sure. See if they can get anything out of this. TV meanwhile, BKB, 9 seconds. Sanj and Yasha with drums on 0 charges. Aegis picked up, 3,000 gold held.
What does he get next?
Very farm. Scotty?
Could go Scotty.
And there it is. Queued up. Got it. Avalanche toss in the Nimbus. Haunt used. Dissimulate. Thunder God's Wrath was used, as well as the Hand of God. Looks like they might kill this Shadow Demon. Inkswell right on top of him, so they'll claim his life, but nothing more. Is the Philosopher's Stone still there?
No, they got it. The Chen has it. I just looked at it as well, don't worry. I like that we thought exactly the same thing. And they know without the Haunt here, though, without the Nimbus of the Thunder God's Wrath, they're not very strong on the Dire side. Like, when their spells are down, they don't do a huge amount. So this is a good smoke by the Radiant if they find somebody.
Radiant
It looks
are
like
scanning.
they kind of know what something's up here, potentially. Especially because this Chen creep managed to get dominated by itself. That's interesting.
Clockwork looking for a hook shot. But they've got the vision down from the Dire, so that'll spot that. Is this defusal worth it for Spectre?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think it's really good this game. You don't want to go Radiance up against the TV, just because of the reflection and like the Shadow Demon disruption and everything as well. You just want the raw damage from like the Manta Diffuser with the Desolate as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And remember, TV's this hero that without mana can't cast Sunder, so Diffusal could have a lot of value here.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
7k lead. Diffusal, how far away is it? Not terrible. Oh! The Aether Remnant catches the Spectre trying to TP out. Oh no. Doesn't have Haunt. Now Silence. Astral step forward. Dissimulate staying on him.
Ooh.
Another Aether Remnant, and it looks like he's in trouble. Meanwhile, XHD is dead. Down goes the Shadow Demon. They don't get the Spectre. I did not watch that Zeus die. I needed to keep my eyes on this spec.
Just ran into the high ground, I think, without vision, and died to the Spectre and the Chen. And now they can just go high ground.
Oh, Beyond? Who's gonna go? Inkswell on the run. Does survive.
Aegis
now
down.
Aegis expires. You need to be careful here.
Without the Zeus, I don't think they can defend here. Like, he's all their high ground wave clear.
Soulbind, Spectre moving forward. Silence comes out on a couple. They've got the Avalanche as well as the Toss coming in. Reaper Scythe down onto the Void Spirit. Without the Shadow Demon, there's no save for him. Zeus or no Zeus?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Under God's Wrath, blink forward, avalanche toss onto the Chen. He'll be next. Decent hold from Blaze.
TB lost HP there, right, to the Reaper's Scythe.
I don't know.
I thought he was BKB'd.
He was.
But it doesn't pierce spell immunity.
I don't think he did.
Radiant's middle tower
Is that some like
under
weird
attack.
interaction with the Grimshow
With
Cult?
Soulbind?
Where if you like cast it on the other hero,
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Maybe.
yo, I'm definitely going
something
back
you
to
gotta
watch
check.
that. I'm definitely going. Can you? What was the time of the thing?
26
It's like
minutes out.
just before 27 minutes, like 26:30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Can you try and watch on stream? Because I don't have the stream up at the moment.
Yeah.
I guess you can't really.
I'll keep it on the
Why
left
am I
side.
asking you
If I-
to do it when you're like, in charge
If
of camera?
I see it, I'll look. 23:30 right now on stream. Paladin swords coming
yeah.
in. Orb of Destruction for the Spectre. Do you take the Paladin sword or the Orb of Destruction?
I think you take the orb, right? Surely.
Ooh, Axe next for the Grimstroke. Big fan. He actually
Yeah,
hasn't
it's
taken
really-
either yet.
I mean, I feel like personally, he probably should have gone for this before Force stuff, just because of how good it is against TB. But you kind of need the Force against Clock anyway, so it's not awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got the stream up now. I'm so bamboozled right now. Void Spirit top. He's in a Nimbus
Trouble.
here.
Yeah, he is dead, but hookshot into it. Ooh, is he dead? Astral step back and forth. He's
He dodged the-
surviving here. How is he surviving?
He dodged
Oh
the
my
Thunder God's
God.
Wrath with the Simulate as well. Oh my god.
What a god. I thought he was dead on his screen already. They've got the Shadow Poison hitting the tiny avalanche toss coming through. Not going to be enough damage. Right clicks from this TB. Double kills. He took up the Grimstroke. Spectre not involved in the fight. We'll continue to farm. Zeus backed off. He's going into the BKB next. So now they're without the Grim or the Tiny. This might just be a set of racks. But last time we said that, they defended pretty well.
Why?
Hook shot
Okay, they have the hook shot.
on a Beyond. He's just gonna run. Okay, Sunder. But
They get the melee rack, so which is really good.
that's if they survive this. Haunt comes in. Spectre in deep to simulate with the Resonant Pulse to get the silence out. They need to get something with this, I would say. TP's already going, and it looks like this is really not going to pan out well, except for a Shadow Demon kill.
Kill's a kill though. I think the Shadow Demon is still a decent kill. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of there. But yeah, you lose your mid racks. That's the big one. Right, moment's coming up on stream soon, so you might need to cast this game by yourself a bit for like 30 seconds, because I really hope the BKB run out. Otherwise, that might be like a big moment.
Hopefully my camera work catches it. Sketchy. So still 7k lead. Terrorblade 8,000 net worth ahead of the next person, which is the Spectre. God, so farmed, honestly. It's pretty disgusting.
TB used BKB, and the Reaper Scythe got used on the other target, and it still hit the TB, even with his BKB up. What the hell?
200 IQ play from Beyond. Smoke. Ooh, Astral step forward. Does he have any more? No, he's actually not got any left. Inkswell doesn't land. They have the Phantom's Embrace for a second. Hook shot lands on a 2. A lot of damage being done here on a Beyond, who's in so much trouble. He'll end up dead. He had 21 charges as well as Ghost Shroud up, but he just couldn't get it off. Thunder God's Wrath, XHD, he gets caught. He'll end up dying. 2 heroes gone. Linger. Take a good fight once again. So now they're just going to go for the top tier 3.
Oh, this is looking scary. Like the TV's just so far ahead of everybody else in the game here. He's absolutely massive. And the Necro and the Zeus have all this raw magic damage.
Taunt. A lot of damage on the Shadow Demon. Oh, good. Nimbus gets the kill. Now looks over there. The Grimstroke. Back over the Void Spirit. Kaz survives. Down goes Tiny. TV doing a lot of damage, but... Well, just the Tiny died. Hook shot misses. Beyond, though, right clicks coming in. Inkswell pops. BKB's been popped by TB. They'll get the kill onto the Necro. He's dead for 90 seconds. No buyback. And they now find the Spectre, and the right clicks are more than enough for the TB to get the kill. So Spectre has buyback, but what do you do?
The Shadow Demon brought back into the game, and the Chen brought him to the fight. And with the pure damage of the Soul Catcher, the Spectre just lost like all his HP so quickly.
Not good by any means for Blaze there. Next Roche attempt. This one won't get contested at all. Spectre dead for 15 seconds.
This TV's so tanky now, especially with the Satanic as well.
I think he's unkillable at this point.
I don't know how they deal with him. But they have Reaper Scythe, right? So he's not unkillable. Because if they can get him to half HP, he will die. But the problem is there's a Shadow Demon with a Disruption save. There's Chen with like this Holy Locket that can save him with the Chen heal as well. It's really difficult, and this is why the Shadow Demon last week was so strong. Because not only is it good offensively for the Necro, but it's also good defensively against the Necro as well. It's like the hardest one-to-one counter against the Necro hero. Apart from like maybe Oracle as well as the other one.
Dire's bottom tower.
So you just go to the bottom lane. Tier 2 should fall pretty quickly. Again, Blaze, their answers are really running out. I don't know if they have many outs at this point.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Would Radiance have been the better choice here for the Spectre with the early game farm that he got?
I don't think so. I don't think this Radiance does enough. Like, they need the damage, because what they don't need is more magic damage when they have a Zeus and a Necro on their team, right? Because then this stuff like the pipe and things from any Radiant here, if it comes out, is just too valuable. Like, Clockwork has a hood. I think Chen is got a casual cloak as well that could turn into a pipe. You need physical damage somehow, or at least something that benefits the Spectre's right clicks, which the Diffusal does. Guess what Terrorblade's got queued up? Guess what's coming?
Ags. Oh, yes.
It's coming, baby!
The best item in the game. Ag Scepter on TV. Glad teams are finally learning.
In the B-Cop school of Dota, they've all learned.
Look at it. So beautiful.
Yo, this TV definitely needs to have the BKB in instead of Treads. There's no way you save the BKB for after the Aegis. Absolute, yeah. Thank God.
And that is the Mofara school of why do you have your treads in instead of BKB?
He's so slow, though, because he has no Treads. With the dagger, he's like 244 movement speed at the moment.
It was down to like 211. It was kind of gross. Meta gets used. He's got Terror Wave now. The greatest skill that has ever been put into the game of Dota, apparently. I'm a big fan. But they're just going to go for this tier 3, and if anybody comes close, they'll just use it. So. Assimilate. Not going to do anything just yet. They're trying to fight through this repair kit. Meta down to about half duration.
Yeah, they can still kill off the tier 3, but they're delaying it really well here with the wave clear that they have.
Hook shot misses, walking
he's
forward, right click's coming through, Necro ends up dead. You got a 4th duration left on this Metamorphosis, and it looks like it's really going to come in handy. The Soulbind, though, comes out on both the Void Spirit as well as this TB. Terror Wave through, everybody feared back, run away! As you can't do anything, GG is called. Linger take the series 2-1 over Blaze.
What a performance from Linger, actually. That was incredible. And especially after game 1, I thought they were down and out of it.